17-year-old Oscar Pistorius was born without the bones in his lower legs, feet and heels, and is a double amputee. As a grade 11 scholar at Pretoria Boys High, Oscar competes in cricket, rugby, water polo and cross-country. He began his athletics career barely a year ago, and in his very first 200-metre race, Oscar broke the South African record by more than 3 seconds. He goes to the Athens Paralympic Games as the world record holder in the 100 metres in the T43 class. Oscar's up against athletes with 1 and 2 legs, but that T43 world record is certainly in jeopardy. He's received new state-of-the-art running and walking legs from the United States. A long and illustrious sporting career lies in wait for Oscar Pistorius.
The fast men are here. This is the T44 men's 100-metre final. Marai, Aim, Fraser, Shirley, Pistorius, Meyer, Andre and Alaves. Brian Fraser, the former 200-metre champion and former world record holder for that distance, until it was taken apart by Oscar Pistorius, who goes in lane 5. Then Marlon Shirley, the world record holder at 11.08 and the defending champion. Looking nervous, looking agitated, but he is a very smooth operator. And now to the youngster, 17 years old, he's still learning his trade. Oscar Pistorius, the double amputee, absolutely superb in the 200 metres, where he took the world record apart at the seams. Almost everybody I've spoken to has a favourite for this title. A few say Brian Fraser, and the rest are all divided between Marlon Shirley, the defending champion, and Oscar Pistorius. If the young South African can get a good start, I don't think there'll be any stopping him. But watch for Shirley next to him. He goes in lane 4. He is a very, very fast starter. And unofficially this year, he ran under 11 seconds. The first time an amputee athlete had ducked under 11 seconds. What a final in prospect. And Shirley got a great start. Oscar Pistorius has got some work to do. Brian Fraser's going well, but it's Marlon Shirley trying to defend his title successfully, and he's going to do it. Marlon Shirley's going to win. Brian Fraser just in second place, and Oscar Pistorius was going like a train. So after a long delay, the athletes going to their blocks in this T44 first heat over 200 metres. Nork of Cameroon, Wilson of Australia, Marai of Italy, Brian Fraser of the United States, Pistorius of South Africa and Andre of France. The American and controversial figure disqualified 4 years ago for a drugs offence. He served his 2-year suspension, and one of the athletes there was left in his blocks. And Brian Fraser has got away to a very good start. It's the first 3 in each heat who will qualify automatically for the final. And Wilson of Australia going well, but here comes the world record holder, looking very, very comfortable. And on the outside, Oscar Pistorius is absolutely storming through, the double amputee, and he wins it 23.43 seconds, and I think that may well be a lifetime best for Pistorius. Brian Fraser deciding just to ease down. That is the winner of the heat there. Marvellous performance by the South African. But Brian Fraser safely through to the final. We've got some very good athletes to come in the next heat. And that is a world record for Oscar Pistorius of South Africa in a T43 category. And up for this T44 men's 200-metre final, Andre of France, Aim of Germany, Marlon Shirley of the USA, Pistorius of South Africa, Danny Andrews of the United States, Brian Fraser, his teammate, Neil Fuller of Australia, and Stephen Wilson of Australia on the outside. And Marlon Shirley absolutely tore out of his blocks. He's already up on the shoulder of Oscar Pistorius, and Marlon Shirley is really flying. He didn't run too well yesterday in the heats, I have to say, and Brian Fraser, the world record holder, is going well. And look at this, Oscar Pistorius is flying away from all of them. This is remarkable. He's going to win out of his classification 21.99. My goodness, he came into the T44s because he didn't have any other T43s to run against. A double amputee against all the single leg amputees, and Oscar Pistorius has blown the world record apart for the second time in succession. 21.97, it's even faster. That was truly remarkable. Well, these Paralympic Games are full of superlatives, but that was just incredible. Oscar Pistorius, not really known before this event, He's certainly well known now. He'll be going for the double in the 100 metres in a couple of days' time. So 2 world records in that race. Oscar Pistorius, 21.97. It was even faster than we gave it the first time. And the dream of Marlon Shirley's 5 gold medals is over almost before it got going. But he does pick up a silver. Brian Fraser, the former world record holder, got the bronze medal.
Well, Oscar, that was a fantastic race, one of the greatest 200 in Paralympic history, and you've won it.
Thank you very much. The start went better than it did yesterday. And luckily, I just lost it a bit at the end, the consistency and the rhythm. But I think it pulled off all right.
Did you know you were in this kind of shape coming in, that the world records were there and the gold medals were there for you?
2 months ago, I had a race against Brian, the American, in America, and the results weren't too great. They were more or less, yesterday's pace was about plus 1.5 seconds. But I think I was mentally ready for the race, and that's what got me there.
How does it feel then to be a Paralympic champion, gold medalist, world record and all?
It feels great. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.